So we're back at the 3030 Dundas West Club, and I'm speaking with Grammy-winning flautist, composer, artist extraordinaire, Ron KORB. Hi, Ron.
Hi.
I wanted to talk to you about one of the tracks on your brand new album, Global Canvas, and that's the one called Angkor Wat. It was inspired by you meeting a Cambodian human rights activist, Arn Chorn Pond. How did you meet him? Who was the world music icon who introduced you?
Oh, that's an interesting story. I was recording at Real World Studios in England. It's actually near Bath. Bath, England. And of course, that's Peter Gabriel's studio. And it's funny because when we went there, they said, "You're not going to meet Peter Gabriel. No way." I mean, we were here with Lorena. We didn't see him for 6 months or whatever. And so, but anyway, we recorded there, and lo and behold, he was there. And he was very interested in the flutes that I was playing, and he even wanted to try some of them. And then he said, "Ron, you know, I really need to introduce you to this wonderful Cambodian flute player. His name is Arn Chorn Pond." And so we went into one of his little private writing rooms, and he was looking through his Rolodex. He couldn't find the name, and he said, "Oh, okay, he'll get his assistant to send it to me," which they did. And then I went to Lowell, Massachusetts, where Arn lived, and I met him there, and he invited me to go with him to Cambodia and be like a recording engineer to record these master musicians that were still alive who hadn't been killed during the killing fields time, the Khmer Rouge time. So we did that. It was an incredible experience, and of course it's my first time in Cambodia. But what was also interesting is that when we came back to Canada, Harbourfront was doing a special series on world masters, world leaders. Like they did a special presentation for Joni Mitchell, for Quincy Jones, and Peter Gabriel was also one of the people that they featured. So it was like a show, but also like a gala dinner, and it was a very big deal. And so we got to actually be the music directors for that and put that whole show together. And they needed somebody. Actually, it was what's her name? Jane Sibrey performed.
Lorena?
No, Laurie Anderson.
Oh my God, she's amazing. Yeah.
She opted out. She was on the bill, but she opted out. So we had to fill it in with somebody else. And so they asked me, who could we possibly do? And I said, well, Arn Chorn Pond. So we got Arn to come up and do a speech, and it was really, really moving. And Peter came up on stage, gave him a big hug, and it was just an incredible thing. So like the whole thing came around on itself, and it was just an amazing evening.
I love that you just dropped the name. Oh, Peter. You know, he's one of my music gods. I love Peter Gabriel. And I can thank Jake Gold for turning me on to his Biko track, and well, I always loved Sledgehammer. I thought that was a very sexy song. But wow, so you can now call him your friend.
And actually Arn met Peter Gabriel when they were doing the Amnesty International tour with Sting and Bruce Springsteen. So and he would of course give a little speech, and of course they would do their things, and that's how they met.
Wow, what an incredible story.